Hi, welcome back to Deep Fried Honey. Today we're gonna make dirty rice, easy one pot dirty rice. So we're gonna start by getting our vegetables or our aromatics all chopped up. We're using the Holy Trinity, which is celery, onion, and bell peppers. I'm also using red dehydrated bell pepper flakes as well. I add that towards the end. You can feel free to use a fresh red bell pepper if you prefer. So you may have noticed that when I'm chopping things, I do not curl my fingers back the way that you should, so that you can use your knuckles as guards to protect your fingertips. This is because I have a middle finger that doesn't quite work right. I've recorded a IGTV video that kind of goes over what's wrong and why I do it the way that I do, if you're interested in that. Making some broth here with a little better than bouillon. You can feel free to use already made chicken broth. And I'm also using a pound of ground beef from ButcherBox, of course. I like to let the meat kind of sear a bit before I start to tear it up. This is an extra step, but I think it gives the dirty rice or any ground beef, if you're gonna mix it into something else, it just makes it really good. But after it's seared on one side, if you don't want to flip it, go ahead and break it up into small pieces. I did it with a wooden turner. It's a little easier with a potato masher if you have one of those. But after the ground beef is all brown and done, you're gonna stir in those aromatics, which would be the celery, the onion, and the garlic. Mix it all up together, sprinkle it with a bit of salt, add your Worcestershire, and then you're going to add your rice. You want to add your seasonings and your rice a little bit before you add the water, because you're going to mix it up together and allow the rice to kind of toast. It adds yet another kind of layer of flavor to this. So I don't recommend skipping this step, but you can if you want. I cracked in some black pepper, stirred that in, and then it's time for the chicken broth. After you have it all mixed together, add your bay leaf, taste it, make sure it has enough seasoning, and cover it. I hit the lid on the wall when I was pulling it out and broke it, so I kind of struggled through the rest of it, but it is what it is. You're just going to cook the rice on medium-low until it's almost tender. When it's almost tender, go ahead and add in the dehydrated red bell pepper flakes if you're using that, and allow that to all really combine. Cook a little longer. At this point, it's really just cooking it until all the liquid is absorbed and the rice is tender. I actually added another third of a cup of rice towards the end because it was drying out, but it wasn't as tender as I wanted it. Then when it's tender enough, remove the bay leaf, turn off the heat, cover it again, and let it steam for about 10 minutes. And then you can serve it. And you're all done. I always kind of stir the rice around on top with a fork after I plate it, just to kind of give it more texture. This is for pictures. You don't have to do this. Just something extra, but this is really delicious. It is extremely easy, and it's a great quarantine meal because it makes great leftovers and it's not expensive. I hope you love it if you try it, and as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you have a good day. Bye.